Good afternoon, lacrosse fans. Welcome back to the Langley Event Center for the World Lacrosse Men's Indoor Championship. This playoff game is between Team Finland and Team Czech Republic. The officials for today's game are Mark Thompson, William Hardy, Trent Bray, and Uli Schmid. Now please welcome the away team, Team Finland. And please welcome the home team, Team Czech Republic. Now, fans, at this time, if you're able, please rise for the playing of the national anthem of Finland. Please remain standing for the national anthem of the Czech Republic.
It's the 2019 World Indoor Lacrosse Championships live from the Langley Event Center here in beautiful Langley, British Columbia. My name is Jamie Don. Thank you for joining us today. We have another fantastic matchup on tap. You just heard the national anthems. It is Finland going up against the Czech Republic. Finland wearing their dark navy blue away jerseys. The Czech Republic in the white jerseys with the red and blue trim. Both teams had a pretty similar path to get to this point in the playoffs. Undefeated in the group stage, feasting on some lesser competition. In the playoffs, the Czech Republic beat the Netherlands 17-6 before losing to the USA 17-3 in the quarterfinals. And on Finland's side, again undefeated in round robin play before losing to England 15-6 in the quarterfinals. The winner of this game will advance to the 5th place game on Saturday here at the LEC, where they will take on Israel. Israel earlier today defeating the Netherlands 22-7 to advance to that game. That means the loser of this one between the Czech Republic and the Finns will drop down to play the Netherlands in the 7th place game. Those are the stakes. Two talented teams here, and this might be the most competitive match that either one has played so far in the tournament. It should be a dandy, and it's Finland controlling off the opening faceoff. Kaiselmi over to the corner. Kujala gives it back up. That was intended for Kaiselmi. Now Kujala picks it up after it ricochets off the wall, goes down low, 5 seconds on the shot clock, and it's an early goal on the first offensive possession of the game for Finland, who house Robert Raitila number 61 from in close. He had a sensational round-robin tournament. 15 goals in round-robin play. And he starts hot here early. A dream start to Finland. They take a 1-0 lead less than 30 seconds into the first quarter. 15 goals, 13 assists for Raitala. He was extremely productive in round-robin play for Finland. Czech Republic looking to respond now. Koskot. Skip pass to Kostel. Great ball movement by the Czechs, and they do equalize, but it gets waved off. The scoring player was in the restricted area in front of net. That was Jakob Vimala, who got in too close. The goal will not count, so it remains 1-0 in favor of Finland. Kujala. Another shot on goal, easily stopped by the Czech goaltender, number 1, Peter Dubensky. 2-on-2, well defended by Havlati. And he transitions the ball quickly upfield. Long pass, takes a bounce off the boards before it's controlled by Miller. Miller to Jokela. And once again, the Finns have possession in the offensive zone. Still 11 seconds on the shot clock. Raitala, the goal scorer, sends it down low to Kujala. Gets it back in front, unable to get a shot away. Well defended there by the Czechs, and time runs out before Raitala can get an effort at goal. Strong defense that time in their defensive zone by the Czech Republic. Now they'll look to get on the board. Dashley. Now it comes back to Kostel. Long range pass. Now they go behind the net. They'll try to open up the Finns from that angle. Nice save by number 44, Rico Jokela. It was a sharp pass from behind the net to the cutting player, but Jokela did very well to come across to his left and keep the Czech Republic off the board for now, at least. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Kaiselmi. And another strong defensive effort by the Czech Republic after that early goal by the Finns. Both teams struggling to generate a whole lot on offense since then. Loskott dances around. Hlavati gives it to the captain of the Czech team, who is crunched by Kaiselmi. And we're going to have our first power play of the game. That was Anssi Kaiselmi, who leveled number 73, the captain of the Czechs, Peter Popea, also one of their leading scorers. He will go to the bench under his own power, so it looks like he should be fine, but it's a 5-minute major up on the board, and they're actually going to assess that one against Henrik Harala, the defender. So a golden opportunity here for the Czech Republic. The 5-minute major on the board for Finland. And the Czechs get an early power play opportunity and an early chance to take control, and they do just that. It's number 10, Pavel Dashley, who strikes from the perimeter. He gets the Czechs on the board only 12 seconds in. And of course, because it's a major penalty, the goal does not end the power play. The Czechs still with a lengthy opportunity on the man advantage to put their stamp on this game. We expect this one, of course, to be a physical, spirited game, but the challenge for all teams, but especially in a situation like this, is to come right up to that line without losing your composure. And early in this one, the Finns put themselves on the back foot by taking that really tough 5-minute major. Kostel, nice ball movement, great save by the goalie Jokela. I'm not sure he saw the ball when it was shot. but he was able to come across and make the save. And it's disaster for the Finns. Another penalty whistled against them. And now they're going to have to try to weather a two-man disadvantage for up to 2 minutes. Unless the Czechs are able to score before that. Number 86, Jani Vitanen, is in the box. So a 5-on-3 opportunity for the Czech Republic. Well done by Jokela. And it's hard to keep a team to the outside when you're working 3-on-5. And that time the Czechs got a great look at goal, but Jokela was able to come across and shut the door. Now it's a 5-on-3 opportunity. Almost the pass just out of reach for Marcus Matila. Czech Republic regroups and starts back towards the offensive zone. Lavallee gives it up and then heads to the bench to get the offensive player on the field. Shot blocked by Matila. Popea still has it. Now he swings it. Down low, and it's Prohaka with his feet just outside of the restricted area. Tomas Prohaka strikes in the 5-on-3 situation. And that should bring Jani Vitanen out of the box. Although they actually ended the penalty against the previous player who was in the box, Henrik Harala, and Vitanen will stay in the box for now. However, still an opportunity on the power play for the Czech Republic with a minute left in the penalty. They've already struck twice on this extended power play, and they take a 2-1 lead with just over 10 minutes to play in the first quarter. Matila. Again, the Finns still at a disadvantage, so they'll be content just to milk time on this offensive possession. Shot clock winding down, wild effort, nowhere near goal, goes out of play, and the Czech Republic will take over. Femila leaves it for his teammate Yuri Kostel. This will be the final offensive possession of the power play for the Czechs, but they've already made it count. Popea can't handle that one. Only 10 seconds left on the shot clock for the Czechs to go to work with Kostel down low. Popea fakes, then fires off the mark. It's a shot clock violation, but the Finns have a chance for a break here. Just miss. Number 77, Mika Watala, was in all alone. The penalty is over, so both teams back to even strength. Czech Republic with a 2-1 lead, 9 minutes to play in the first quarter. Loscott gets the ball back on the near side. Fakes one way, now goes to his right. That one was off the crossbar, it looked like. Jokela might have had it covered anyway, but Popea recovers on the sidewall. Tried to center it. Nice interception by the Finnish defender, Koskinen, who will take his time and let his teammates go for a change before they try to go to work on offense and even this game up. Kaiselmi, hard shot, well defended by the goalie, Peter Dubensky. Took it off his leg pad and it deflects out of bounds, so it will stay with the Finns. Kaiselmi again going to work. Uses the pick, and that time he finds the mark. Going near side on Dubensky, was able to squeeze it between the goalie and the post. And just like that, we have a tie game again. It's 2-2 here in the first quarter. So far this game living up to expectations. Again, off the top, as I said, all signs pointed towards an extremely competitive, tight game, and that's what we've had so far as we are tied. Czech Republic 2, Finland 2. Loscott. Czech Republic trying to hurry up and get the right personnel on the floor. It's Kostel. Back to Loscott. Shovel pass in close. Number 9, Yuri Kostel, was not able to convert on the opportunity. But he did get a new shot clock for his team. He has the ball back. A very patient approach from the Czech Republic so far. Dashley now. A low shot goes just wide, bounces out of the offensive zone. The Finns do well to track it down. Viitanen quickly up ahead to his teammate Oskari Blue. However, he's not able to maintain possession. The Czech Republic goes to work again. Battle for the boards. Finland comes up with it. Joachim Miller, and he's going to advance the ball himself as far as he can go, under pressure from the back-checking Czech Republic player. But eventually the Finns do get set up in the offensive zone. 14 seconds to work with. Kaiselmi swings it to Rope Jokela. Jokela takes the shot there. It's saved. It's interesting, we haven't seen a lot of Jokela on the ball so far, which is a little bit surprising. In round-robin play, he was extremely effective in the playmaker role for the Finns. 4 goals in round-robin play to 24 assists. That was really his first action of the game. It was a shooting attempt, and I expect that we will see the Finns try to involve him more as a quarterback, as a playmaker, and a setup man as this game goes on. It is the Czech Republic with possession now. Already 1 shot saved by Jokela on this trip to this end of the floor. Now a scrum for the ball. The referee gets caught up in it. Good check along the boards by the Finnish player. Frees up his teammate to settle things down and take control. Jimmy Weirin. He's checked by a pair of Czech players. And the stalemate continues at 2-2 with under 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. Loscott to the far boards. Now he gets it back at the top. Quick pass. Sharp ball movement. It's Loscott, and somehow it stayed out. Jokela squeezing the pads. That one was going 5-hole. It looked like a golden opportunity for Loscott, but Jokela is able to deny the goal. Quickly, though, the Czechs regain possession, and here they come again, looking for more. Loscott uses the screen from his teammate. Doesn't like what he sees, so he'll take it back out. Yuri Kostel on the floor to join him now. Kostel, his shot's deflected into the corner. Finland recovers. And the Finnish player gets crunched along the boards, but he's able to advance it to Blue, who will take control as his teammates change. Rope Jokela. As I mentioned, one of the key playmakers for the Finns. Now he controls, directs traffic, looks for an open teammate. Eventually it goes to Kaiselmi. Spinning there is Tyler Crompton. He gets it back. Hard shot with an underhand delivery. Saved by Dubensky. Fresh 30 seconds for Finland to work with. That time it was Eti Rikkonen who hits the post. A couple of great looks for Finland, but the ball does not go in. And now it's the Czech Republic with an opportunity to take the lead. Dashley. A bit of confusion there as the Czechs again try to get their attacking players out on the field. Prohaska, one of those key attackers. He's already scored once today. Loscott, time winding down. He's got to get a shot off, and he won't do it. So after a flurry of goals early in the quarter, defense has held serve since then. On both sides, it's been an impressive defensive performance from these teams. And we'll see if the Finns now have any ideas on how to unlock this stout Czech defense. Another deflection leads to a scramble. That's a blocked shot. Number 4, Martin Schruta, showing no fear there, getting right up in Kaiselmi's shooting lane and forcing the deflection out of play. It will stay with the Finns, as the last touch was by the Czechs. And again, 30 seconds on the shot clock for the Finns to work with. There it is, number 92, Jimmy Wiren takes the nice pass, cutting towards the goal. He's able to beat Peter Dubensky to put his team back in front. Control on the perimeter. The pass went from Kaiselmi to Viitanen, it looks like. Actually, to Rope Jokela. And living up to his reputation, Rope Jokela with the perfect pass in close to Jimmy Wiren. He makes no mistake, giving his team the lead. Collision along the boards. 2 Finns there, only 1 Czech player. Now the Czechs get reinforcements, but it's still the Finns who are able to come up with it, at least temporarily. Neither team able to really maintain possession, and finally it is the Finns, but they only have 8 seconds on the shot clock. There is going to be a penalty against the Czech Republic as a result of that scramble, and with time winding down, Jokela lets loose at the goalie. It's stopped, but the Czech Republic is about to be shorthanded here with 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Number 5, Antonin Gottwald, is reporting to the penalty box to serve the 2 minutes. Finland leads 3-2, a chance to extend that lead late in the first quarter on the power play. Kujala. Hard shot, and it finds an opening in the armor of Peter Dubensky. It's another Finnish goal. It only took them 15 seconds of power play time. They're doubling up the Czechs. They lead 4-2. Number 61, Robert Raitila. Again, the leading goal scorer in round robin play for the Finns. He has his second of the game here, and those 2 goals are the difference. Finland leads 4-2. 2.5 to go in the first quarter. Kaiselmi. A heavy slash. Didn't find its mark there. And the Czech Republic is able to get set up. Popea takes the pass. Quick ball movement has been the name of the game for the Czech Republic so far. They've gotten some pretty good looks off it. That's another decent one. But a lot of it is from the perimeter. And so far, Jokela in goal has been up to the challenge. Almost a big hit there. That was Tyler Crompton who was looking to lay out Jan Skokan for the Czech Republic, but narrowly missing on the big hit. Now it is Skokan taking the shot. Look to beat Jokela down low. Deflects off the goalie and out of play. Loscott gets it back on the perimeter. Prohaska. Popea spinning. Tried the behind-the-back shot. It can't hit the net, though. And it's another empty trip down the floor for the Czech Republic. Blue gives it up to Kaiselmi. Kujala. Wiren, back to Kujala, now back to Wiren. He'll load up the shot, and it's another save by Dubensky. Once again out of play. So under a minute to go in the first quarter, 30 seconds on the shot clock for Finland. They lead 4-2, trying to end the quarter on a positive note here. Kujala to Wiren. His pass for Crompton was deflected. Crompton trying to keep the play alive, but he's under heavy pressure from Chet Konechny. And they just stopped play to give the Finns possession again, so about a 6-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. And now, if the Czechs can settle things down here, they will have the opportunity to use this as the last possession of the quarter. But they might just take a chance there instead. They did, because Pavel Doshly was able to get in all alone. Finns have the ball, 14 seconds to work with. Pass is picked off by Kostel. Back and forth here in the final seconds of the first quarter, but it does now look like the Czech Republic will get the last offensive opportunity. It's Popea who has to let fly. Jokela is there to make the stop from long range. It's a frantic first quarter here at the Langley Event Center. Finland leads the Czech Republic 4-2. Welcome back to the 2019 World Indoor Lacrosse Championships. It's Finland leading the Czech Republic 4-2 as we begin the second quarter. An early infraction, though, gives the ball back to the Czech Republic. My name is Jamie Dodd. We are live from the Langley Event Center here in Langley, British Columbia, as this tournament enters its final stages. We're, of course, well into the playoff stage of the event now. The teams right now fighting for a spot in the 5th place game on Saturday. The winner of this one will advance to that 5th place game to take on Israel. Israel earlier today defeated the Netherlands 22-7. They ran away with that one late to advance. Early power play opportunity for Finland here in the second quarter. Number 6, Jonathan Monk, is in the box for the Czech Republic. 12 seconds left here for the Finns to work with. Weirin, a sharp effort there, is stopped by Dubensky. I'm not sure why they didn't reset the shot clock after that save, but they didn't. They might have deflected off a defender before it got through to the goalie. At any rate, the shot clock does sound, and the Czechs will take over possession. Well, actually, now there is another penalty charged against the Czech Republic. This time it's number 13, Jakub Riha, who has to go to the box. So 90 seconds here of 5-on-3 time for the Finns to work with as they try to stretch their lead in the second quarter. Kujala down low. There it is. It didn't take him long. Some extracurriculars after the goal, but it is number 61, the trigger man for Finland, Robert Raitala, with his 3rd goal of the game, taking the feed from Brett Kujala, all alone at the side of the net. And with the defense unable to commit in the 5-on-3 situation, he puts it past Dubensky into the top quarter, and his team is up 5-2, and still a minute 46 of power play time for the Finns to try to stretch that lead even more. Miller controls. Now he'll head to the bench as Kaiselmi takes over. The goal scorer, Raitala. Kujala to Jokela. Jokela wide open. They're almost daring him to shoot. He is, as I've said, the playmaker, excuse me. And that time they gave him a wide open shooting lane that he declined to take. Raitala, you know he'll shoot. The diving effort from in front of goal denied by Dubensky. Scramble for the ball just inside the half line for the Czechs, and Loskot, put a foot wrong, commits the over and back violation, giving the ball right back to Finland under a minute to go in the power play. Kujala to Jokela. They play pass on the perimeter, looking for the opening. The no-look pass to Raitala opens him up for a shot. Denied by Dubensky. The Finns control the ball, though. Kujala. That was Kaiselmi who got it to Raitala that time. Jokela is there to pick up the rebound. Excellent pressure on this power play by the Finns, and they still have 19 seconds of a man advantage. Hard shot there from the perimeter, denied again. That time it was Kujala. And Dubensky having a strong effort so far here in the second quarter, and it's another fantastic save. That one coming from Raitala. And that gets a hearty round of applause from the Czech Republic fans in attendance as Peter Dubensky keeps this a 3-goal game for now. He's been excellent here early in the second quarter. That shot misses the mark. Ricochets out right into the path of Jan Skokan. He gets around one Finnish defender. His shot not well aimed, though, right off the crest of the Finnish goalie, Jokela. 5-on-5 play now. The Finns just content to take their time getting set up on this trip down. Now Crompton juking and jiving. He eventually gives it up to Miller, who's met by a wall of Czech defenders, still scrambling for it. Miller might be able to control here. It's slashed out of his hands again by Lavallee, and time is going to run out on the Finns. An excellent defensive effort by the Czech Republic, first using their physical presence to dispossess Miller, and then the relentless effort to deny the regain of possession forces the shot clock infraction by Finland. But in the process, as is so often the case, it's another penalty committed by the Czech Republic. So you love the intensity, but once again, they can't quite toe the line. This time it is Benjamin Lavallee who will head to the box and give Finland another chance on the power play. Kujala to Rattala. Back to Kujala, Jokela now. Rattala with the fake shot. Another good attempt from in close, and another excellent save by Peter Dubensky. Kujala fakes a pass. Now gives it to Raitala. Back to Kujala. He'll shoot, and he finds an opening in the armor of Dubensky. He goes 5-hole, bounces it through the goalie's legs, and Finland takes a 6-2 lead. It's been a very competitive game, but the extra time on the power play for Finland has been the difference so far. For the Czech Republic, they're still very much in this. They just need to maintain a little bit of composure, possibly get a chance themselves with the man advantage and start to crawl back into this one. But as of now, they trail 6-2 with 10:45 remaining in the first half. Miller controlling for Finland. Pick play with Weirin. Couldn't handle the initial pass, but he picks it up, gets it back to Miller. Now Weirin all alone. Nice pass. Extra pass to Jokela was too hot to handle. It eventually came out to Crompton, who fires it over the bar. And Skokan watched closely by Letomaki. The referee whistles play down, and the Czech Republic is going to take a timeout. Trailing 6-2 here in the second quarter. It's been pretty much all Finland here in this second quarter. Now, a lot of that, to be fair, has been because they've spent a lot of time on the power play here in this frame, but they're outscoring the Czechs 6-2, outshooting them 20-13. It could be a lot worse, to be perfectly fair, except that Peter Dubensky has been very, very sharp in goal for the Czechs. But in any event, you can understand why the Czech Republic coaching staff wants to talk things over here. You get the sense that they really need to find the next goal. They need to keep this within striking distance, because the Finns have shown they have a very, very, very solid defense. And you don't want that deficit to start to creep up too much. Yes, there's a lot of game time left, but when you're trying to come back against a stingy defensive team, man, when they decide to put the brakes on, it can be very, very difficult to get going again. So a critical moment here in the game for the Czech Republic. Coaching staff talking to their team, trying to get them rejuvenated on offense. That time the long distance effort from Dashley easily stopped by Jokela. Koskinen feeds Kujala. Kujala will jog back up to the perimeter. Now Jokela looking for an opening. Shot blocked, and that one got up to the face of Martin Schruta. That one came hard out of the hands of Anssi Kaiselmi, and it looked like it caught Martin Schruta in the face. He went down immediately. If you have experienced that, you know it is not pleasant at all. Immediately the call goes to the Czech bench for the trainer to come out, and he is tending to Martin Schruta. It looks like he'll be able to get up under his own power, take a seat on the bench. So a valiant effort to block the shot. He paid the price, but it looks like Martin Schruta will be able to continue in this game. That was a point-blank howitzer to the face of Schruta. The toughness of these athletes on full display right there. Finns had the ball in the offensive zone when play was whistled, so they had it in that situation again, but with only a couple of seconds on the shot clock, they just have to fire from long range, and Dubensky is up to the challenge. Konechny, watched closely by a defender. Now he'll send it in deep. Great save by Jokela. Number 22, Wojtek Oleja, had the chance in close for the Czechs, but he was denied. Played over 6 minutes of this quarter. No goals so far for the Czech Republic. It's been all Finland. But really, at even strength, both teams have struggled to generate offense so far. It's been mostly power play opportunities lighting the lamp. Jokela with the no-look pass across the crease, and as I say it, the Finns strike at even strength. It's another beautiful feed from Roope Jokela. And it is 7-2 in favor of Finland. The no-look pass from Jokela skipped past one defender. And his teammate Tyler Crompton able to convert the goal. Crompton puts a little pressure on the Czech defenders. Now he hustles to the bench to get the defensive player on for his team. Another save by Jokela. He's not sure where it is. It got caught up in his pads, and his teammates rushed to defend the goal mouth before drawing the whistle. Quickly up the other way for Finland. Harala looking for a teammate. It goes to Rikkonen. Now Kajala will set things up. Looking for the return pass. Jokela gets it to him. Another excellent pass and another sensational save by Dubensky. That was a beautifully worked offensive sequence. It ended with Kujala in close. Dubensky had to be very, very sharp to stop that one and keep this a 5-goal game. Dashley spinning back to his left towards the center of play. Off the shoulder of Jokela. Up out of play. Czech Republic retains control. They get right back to work in a hurry. That pass skips all the way out to the far side. Popea, his shot is deflected, goes off the glass at the far boards. Dashley, watched by Miller, runs into the big body. Shot missed, comes out into the danger area. A couple of Finnish players fight the ball for a second. Now they're able to settle things down. It's Viitanen. He has a player streaking to the goal. Rattila, that is not the player you want coming at you all alone if you're the Czech Republic, but he rings it off the goalpost in that instance. Now he has it back on the far side as his teammates join him on the floor and get set up. Delayed penalty coming up against the Czech Republic, and that sends the Finnish goalie to the bench so they can get the extra attacker out there. 6-on-5 until the Czechs touch the puck, or there's another stoppage in play. Only 3 seconds left. The Czech Republic will touch the puck finally, though. And it's number 23, Jakub Lukáš, who is headed to the box. Excuse me, number 13, Jakub Riha is headed to the box. And another power play opportunity for Finland, and for the Czech Republic, they have not been able to get into gear at all in this second quarter, and more undisciplined play puts them in danger of falling behind even further. Infraction against the Finns gives the ball back to the Czech Republic temporarily. Popea taking it right at the Finnish defense. Now he's double teamed, pinned up against the boards. Still two Finns working against Popea, and he's going to draw the penalty. A sensational effort by Peter Popea just to maintain possession, and he worked so hard that the extra Finnish player had to come in. He takes a penalty. That will wipe out the Finnish power play. We're going to play 4-on-4 for a minute 18 here. Number 77, Mika Watala, was the player. He was holding Popea along the wall, and that's what shot the referee's arm up. So that's what you love to see from your captain, the wherewithal that not only do I want to kill time here, but if I can bait the Finns into taking a penalty, it puts my team back on even footing, and that's exactly what he was able to do. Lascott. He had Kostel going towards the goal. Couldn't connect on the pass with him, but it is Dashley. He loses the ball. Number 17, Luke Ledamaki, in transition for Finland. 3-on-3 here while both teams get their players set up. Now Ledamaki thinks better of it, steps back and gives it to Jokela. Kujala. Ratila. Weirin to Jokela. Passes behind him. Scoops the ball back up. Dodges one defender. Great shot and a toe save by Dubensky. Jokela batting for it along the boards. Pair of players from each team, but it squirts loose out to center. Polak. Now it's the Czechs in transition. Will they take a shot or will they get set up? They choose to have a little bit of patience. And it comes back to Popea. The Czech penalty is over. Riha is back on the field. He goes immediately to the bench to get the attacking player on. And it is 30 seconds remaining of power play time here for the Czech Republic. They lost track of the shot clock, though. They were waiting to get all their right offensive personnel on the field there, and it ends up being a shot clock violation. So now the Finns can just kill the remainder of this penalty off if they choose just to milk some clock here. Only 15 seconds left in the penalty. Under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Finland leads 7-2, trying to book their spot in the fifth place game. It's Jokela going towards goal, and it's a short-handed effort for Roope Jokela. 8-2, all of the momentum in Finland's favor right now. Jokela showing his smarts, his awareness, darting into the undefended space in front of the Czech goal there, even with one of his teammates in the penalty box looking for the offensive opportunities, and it pays off. I believe that's 7 straight goals for the Finns. Czechs led 2-1 at one point in the first quarter. All Finland since then. Penalty over, 5-on-5 once again. Finns in possession. They'll make a few changes to get their core offensive group out there. It is Ratila. Now over to Weirin. That one was intended for Kaiselmi, but it's picked off. Lavallee looking for an open teammate. Delayed penalty coming up against Finland. Knotek to Dashley. Dashley runs into an extra Finnish defender. And there it is. That's going to wipe out the penalty because it's Popea who takes the nice feed at the side of the goal and converts. So before they get a chance to go on the power play, the Czech captain Peter Popea strikes. His team trails 8-3 with under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Big goal for the Czech Republic. They needed just a little spark, a little something positive to go right for them before halftime here, and now they still have 3 minutes to work with to chew into this lead a little more before they hit the locker room. Konechny, closely watched by Sari, gets a screen from his teammate to buy a little bit of space. And it's another delayed penalty, this time coming up against Finland. So Czech Republic all of a sudden with a little bit of momentum here. They get the extra attacker on as the goalie goes to the bench. Errant pass, but it bounces right to Kostel. And there it is again. They don't need the power play. They do it on the delayed penalty. Doshli, a bit of a scrambled play, but he's able to scoop it up just inside the circle and fire it past Rope Jokela. Just like that, it's 8-4. So 2 consecutive delayed penalty situations. Dubinsky has hustled to the bench to get the extra attacker out there, and in those 6-on-5 situations, the Czech Republic has been very effective, and now it is the Finns who will use their timeout, and still a decent lead for them at 8-4, but you don't like the way this is headed if you're the Finnish coaching staff. And the Finland's coach is very, very animated on the bench right now. Tracy Kaluski is the head coach for Finland, having some sharp words for his players. Still plenty of time in this half, over 2 minutes to play in the first half. And I mean, even if the Czech Republic gets one more, they're going to feel very good about themselves if they can get this lead down to 3, maybe even 2 before halftime, considering how much they struggled to generate offense for large chunks of this game. For both teams, the key is going to be discipline. We've seen how deadly either side is with the man advantage, and I mean, in these most 2 recent examples, they haven't even had to have the full power play. A 6-on-5 has been enough for the Czechs to take advantage. A lack of discipline from the Czechs is what helped the Finns open up that lead, and then a lack of discipline from Finland now has helped the Czechs narrow the gap. So with 2:29 remaining in the first half, Finland leads 8-4, but the Czech Republic have 2 quick goals, and they'll try to cut into the deficit once again. Infraction in the neutral zone there will give possession to the Czechs. No penalty, however. Bobbled pass there. Finland with a chance to battle for possession. Heavy collision going towards the goal, and boy, oh boy, has it gotten physical in a hurry. Another whistle to give possession to the Czechs. No penalty, but they will get the fresh 30 and a chance to set up in the offensive zone. And that looks like it could have been a penalty. It is another delayed penalty against the Finns. Whistle goes now as time expires in the shot clock. That time the Czech Republic not able to make the most of the delayed penalty situation, but under 2 minutes to play in the first half, it's Hlavati going to the box. And again, discipline, the key for Finland. They put the Czech Republic now in a position to really cut into this lead just before halftime. If they don't score, they will play the remainder of this half with the man advantage. Popea at the top. Now he switches places with a teammate, goes down to the goal scorer spot, closer to goal. Still looking for an opening, Czech Republic, and there it is, another quick strike in a power play situation. Number 10, Pavel Doshli. It's 8-5, that one 5-hole through the legs of Rope Jokela. Nothing fancy on the power play from the Czechs. Just a little bit of patience. Doshli got a good wind-up and picked his spot. Just over 90 seconds to play, and it is Finland clinging to an 8-5 lead. 3 consecutive goals for the Czech Republic. They are right back into this game. Here they come again. Another attempt, stopped by Jokela. Jokela looked so sharp early in this game, but he struggled a little bit to make stops here in the past few minutes. That one probably just good to build his confidence here. Koskinen transitions the ball for Finland. Approaching the final minute of the second quarter. Miscommunication there. Eventually Rattila collects the loose ball from Finland, and they still have 10 seconds on the shot clock. Weirin. He was looking for Rattila. Infraction, though, will wipe the play out and give the ball to the Czech Republic. Dashley just scored, going to work again, dancing around one defender, nice pass to the other side, an over-the-shoulder shot by his teammate, can't find the mark. And another long-range effort with time ticking down is easily stopped by Jokela. Shot clock turned off, a little bit of pressure there from the Czechs, but now they will concede the halfway line to the Finns. And with 10 seconds left in the quarter, Finland trying to regain some momentum before the break. 5 seconds, Rattila to Jokela, in close to Weirin, no! And there it is, the goal with 0.5 seconds left. Weirin was stopped, but Kajala smartly there to collect the rebound and put it past Dubinsky. A crucial goal for Finland to regain a little bit of that confidence and a little bit of that momentum. Only a half a second now before halftime. Finland with the 9-5 lead. And the face-off here, a formality. Not really contested by either side. The buzzer sounds. We're headed to halftime. What a game we have on our hands. A back and forth affair. Finland running out to the big 8-2 lead before the Czech Republic turned the tides. And that last second goal for Finland, giving them the 9-5 advantage. It is halftime here. Finland leading the Czech Republic at 9-5 at the World Lacrosse Indoor Championships. We'll be right back. Lead into this second half. Again, at stake, a spot in the 5th place game, which will happen on Saturday. The winner of this game will advance to play Israel for 5th place after Israel defeated the Netherlands earlier today. And an early opportunity for Finland to stretch their lead again as the Czech Republic take a penalty and put the Finns on the man advantage. Finland started out very, very hot in this game. They got out to an 8-2 lead. The Czech Republic used a few power play opportunities of their own to crawl back to 8-5 before a last-second marker by the Finns put our score at 9-5 going into halftime. No surprises on the score sheet for Finland. Their offensive players have pretty clearly defined roles, and they've been living up to them. And speak of the devil, it is Robert Raitala, the leading goal scorer for this team, with his 4th of the afternoon. Doesn't take long on the man advantage, and just like that, it's 10-5 Finland. Raitala in that first half had 3 goals and an assist. Again, he is typically the trigger man, the goal scorer for this Finnish team. Elsewhere on the roster, Rope Jokela, 1 goal, 5 assists, as he steps into that role that he usually does as playmaker. Kajala also doing an excellent job contributing, 2 goals, 4 assists in that first half. Those have been the 3 standouts on offense for Finland, and it's Raitala striking early again with his 4th goal to put his team up 10-5. Back to 5-on-5 play. Czech Republic with a chance to equalize. Referees have blown play dead, however. And the Czech player in a bit of disbelief, arguing the call, but his teammate is going to jog over to report to the penalty box. So a disastrous start to the third quarter for the Czech Republic. They've already given up 1 power play goal And still within the first minute of play here in the third quarter, Finland goes back to work with a man advantage. Kajala gets it back, fakes the shot. Weirin to Jokela, Raitala, back to Jokela. Long range effort from Jokela, well off the mark. Ricochets off the boards. And the Czech Republic are able to take possession. Heavy pressure from Finland. Well done by the Czechs to alleviate that pressure, and Riha is able to calmly advance the ball. Loscott going to work short-handed here. Wouldn't that be a big momentum booster? There it is, Loscott going all the way around the big fella, number 77, Mikko Watala. And Loscott with a huge short-handed effort for the Czech Republic to cut this to a 10-6 game. Still a minute and 16 seconds left in the Czech penalty. But that is a huge, huge goal. It's one thing to kill off a penalty, but man, anytime you can strike short-handed, such a boost of energy for your team. Tyler Crompton checked at the last moment. That sent his shot wide. Battles for the ball. Looks like he might draw another penalty. Actually, they're going to whistle an infraction against Crompton, or it looked like they were. That's what the Czechs thought, but Finland will retain possession to get another 30 seconds. Raitala. Kujala. Jokela. Raitala cutting towards the goal that time, but his shot attempt was well checked. Easy for Dubensky to scoop up the loose ball. Vitanen was watching Loscott there. Now it's Dashley looking for an opening. Still technically a finished power play, but the ball has spent more time at this end of the field on that power play, and with 21 seconds left in the penalty, the Finns get a final chance to set up and take advantage here. It is Jokela who now gives it to Kajala. Jokela. Kajala from the top. That shot is blocked before it made it through to the goalie. And just like that, the Czechs have killed that penalty. The offending player ready to step back on the field. We're back to 5-on-5. Finland leads 10-6. Kostels gets the screen for Loscott. Popea. Kostel all alone. Great save in front by Jokela. The captain, Popea, spins around a screen. They're going to call that an illegal screen, however. And Finland takes over. Long stretch pass, and it's successful. Jokela with the behind-the-shoulder shot. It goes wide, however, and the Czech Republic takes over. Another save by Jokela. Doesn't know where it is, but he's able to locate the ball before the Czechs can pounce on the rebound. Hlavati stripped by Loscott. Loscott protecting the ball, streaking towards the net. Another good save by Jokela. We saw Loscott score on a similar play, shorthanded just a few moments ago. That time, Jokela was ready. He shuts the door. Kujala, Raitala. Again, the pressure collapses and is able to strip Raitala of the ball before he is able to get a shot off. That might be the only way to really contain him, is just swarm before he's able to actually launch a shot. Popea fakes the shot, dances around a defender. Kostel, another fake, and he goes through the legs of Jokela. A pretty play there. Popea first with the fake. He gives it up to Kostel. Kostel serves up a fake of his own, finds the opening, And the Czech Republic, again on the comeback trail, only down 3, 10-7, and still lots of time left in this game. 10-16 remaining in the third quarter. Finland controls temporarily, but now the Czechs have it again. Proheka gives it to Doshli. And now to Loscott. Kostel denied, his shot blocked at the point. 2-on-2 chance here, but Harala is just going to settle it down. Back to Vitanen. And now Kaselmi takes over. Reinforcements coming for Finland. It's Raitala at the perimeter. He winds up. That one looks like it might have hit his own man Kajala before deflecting. And it's going to be another penalty called against the Czech Republic here. Jokela gets the shot off as time expires on the shot clock. But the heavy cross-check in the defensive zone by the Czech Republic draws the whistle. And Finland heads back to the power play, nursing a 10-7 lead. Jakub Riha headed to the box again. Yeah, Raitala was standing there without the ball, and it was just a crunching check from Riha. And you wonder if that's almost a tactical choice by the Czech Republic. Yeah, sure, we're going to take the penalty, but if we can get physical and perhaps throw Riha or throw Raitala off his game a little bit, maybe that will pay dividends in the long run for the Czechs. But right now, they got to buckle down and kill off this power play, which has been very effective so far for the Finns. That time a shot by Raitala. Low is defended by Dubensky. Konechny feeds Kostel. Fake then thought about giving it to Loscott, but he still retains possession. Looking for an open teammate. Goes well outside to Popea. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Popea has a running start at it. Defended by Jokela. Vitanen to Jokela. Kaiselmi. He saw an opening. That shot looked like it was going wide anyways, but it's kicked out by Dubensky. And they actually save it. It ended up ricocheting off of a Finnish player, so the Czechs will take over. Under a minute to go in the penalty to Riha. Loscott goes the other way from a screen set by Kostel. Now he tries to get it to Kostel, but solid defense by the Finns deflects it to the corner. Another good effort by Loscott. Denied by Jokela. 20 seconds left for Finland on the power play. It's Miller. That's not who they want getting set up in this situation, so he'll give it up to Kajala. And now Jokela. Only 5 seconds until Riha is back on the field. Kajala to Jokela to Weirin. He spins away from a defender. Back at full strength are the Czechs. And they successfully kill that penalty, scoop up the ball, and now they go to work on offense again. 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. 3-goal game. Finland leading the Czech Republic 10-7. Popea to Kostel. Loscott, he's been the key player, the catalyst. That was Doshli. He's also been pretty solid for the Czechs here. 3 goals in this game. Prohea has it stopped by Jokela. Well, Jokela started the game in very fine form. Then he struggled a little bit in the middle part, especially in the second quarter and early in this third quarter, but he's come on strong again since then. Czechs have actually outshot the Finns now, 30-29, but Finland still enjoying that 3-goal cushion. Picked off, that pass was intended for Crompton. He recovers and is able to poke the ball away from Skokan. Jokela in unfamiliar territory, trying to work in the defensive end, and then Crompton ran into the much larger Skokan. He goes down in a heap. Play is called dead. The Czech Republic is not happy about that because it looked like they might have had a nice opportunity for a goal there. But as Crompton gets up and heads to the Finnish bench, his team takes over. Jokela starting back in his own zone. He waits for the pressure to come before trying to make a move. Walled off at the boards. He's got to advance the ball here quickly, and he is just able to get it to Raitala before a 10-second violation came in there. Now Kajala will set up. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Weirin can't handle the pass. Raitala tries to pick it up. He gets hammered by Monk, and it's another outraged reaction from the Czech bunch, but Raitala down on the ground still. He got absolutely run over by Jonathan Monk, and that's bad news for Finland. Their leading goal scorer, one of their most dynamic players, and we've seen him be a target of the Czechs a couple of times in this third quarter. First it was the cross-check by Riha, and now Monk comes in with the heavy body check. He's going to go to the box for at least 2 minutes. The referees are conferring. We'll see what they end up deciding. Raitala still down on the field. The trainer out to check on him. This could be a turning point in the game. Depending on the length of the penalty, it will be 5 minutes. No surprise there. The 5-minute major assessed against Jonathan Monk, but now for Finland, of course, you will happily take a 5-minute power play, but if it comes at the loss of one of your top offensive players, that might be too steep a price to pay. And hopefully for Finland, Robert Raitala is able to continue in this game. However, still down on the field, just in front of the Czech goal. As the trainer takes a look. Now it does appear he'll be able to get up, but certainly at least for the start of this power play, I doubt we will see him. He'll have to go to the bench to get sorted out. Monk came in very, very sharp. Raitala was already engaged with a couple of Czech defenders, and that has landed number 6, Jonathan Monk, in the box for up to 5 minutes. And a fantastic chance here for Finland to stretch their lead as we enter the final third of the third quarter. No Raitala on the field. Jokela to Kujala. Skips away from him, but he's able to recover. Still 12 seconds on the shot clock. Jokela to Miller. Now he gets it back. He'll wind up. A great save by Dubensky. It rings off of the padding on his arm, and his team picks up possession. Errant pass there, comes right to Kaiselmi. He's immediately swarmed by 2 Czech players, though. Miller unable to force a turnover. Now he is able to pick the ball up, and Vitsinen gives it to Kaiselmi as the power play specialists come back onto the field for Finland. Miller looking for an outlet, finds Jokela. Kujala, he wants to shoot. There it is, Kujala from Jokela. 2 of the best players for Finland, and especially if Raitala is out for an extended time, those are the 2 guys who are going to have to step up. Once again, nothing fancy from Finland on the power play, but the patience and the skill of Jokela and Kujala creates the goal. It's Kujala from the perimeter past the left arm of Peter Dubensky. 11-7, Finland leads, and they remain on the power play. Still 3 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in the major, assessed against Jonathan Monk. But at least for now, it will be Czech ball. Off of that face-off, Popea looking to create something. The Czechs already have one shorthanded goal in this game. Great heads-up play there by Jokela in goal to intercept the pass. Now he's calling for the teammate to hand it off to, but Vatanen got ran over. Another whistle here by the referees as Jokela has to run to get a fresh stick after that collision. But no further penalties to put up on the board. Instead, Roope Jokela will take over for Finland. I should mention Riku Jokela is the goalie for Finland. Roope Jokela, the attacking player for the Finns. And it is Jokela controlling at the top. Now gives it to Miller. Back to Jokela. Kujala scored moments ago. This time, they work it to Weirin in the middle. And a sharp save by Dubensky from the close-range effort from Weirin. Skokan misses that pass. Kujala hustling after it. Watala is over to support his teammate. Dances away from the pressure of Skokan. Now has a little bit of breathing room. Finland chooses just to settle things down a little bit there and get the correct personnel back in play. Miller to Crompton, quick shot. A very nice connection. Miller spotting Crompton on the far side, and Crompton did well just to direct it on net without any delay, but Dubensky was alert to the danger, and he came across his goal to deny the shot. But for all the work that the Czechs have done on this penalty kill, they've already conceded a goal, and they still have 2 minutes of power play left to try to kill off. Letomaki defends the Czech player Doshli. Bouncing shot. Didn't get off before the shot clock sounded, so Finland takes over. Kujala. Raitala back on the floor, a great sign for Finland. He goes behind the net, was aiming for Weirin. It comes out to Jokela. He faked the pass, then took a long-range shot. Another strong save by Dubensky. Konechny looking to go coast to coast. That shot is off the blocker of Jokela and into the corner where there's a 5-player battle for it. The Finns getting a little too physical in that battle for the referee's liking, so Czech Republic has a chance to slow things down here and milk some time off the clock as they try to kill off this extended penalty. Watala with a heavy hit on Doshli. Ball skips out almost to the halfway line. And just a wild effort that actually ends up going out of play as time was expiring. That was Loscott who just threw it over his shoulder into the attacking zone, allowing Finland to regain possession. 37 seconds left in the major penalty to Jonathan Monk. Finland has struck once. But they would absolutely love to add another late in this penalty, late in this quarter. They lead 11-7 right now. Kujala over the top of the net, immediately recovered by the Czech Republic, and that should just about do it for the major penalty. Doshli off the crossbar, and then he crashes into the goalie on the follow-up. It was a dream opportunity for Doshli. short-handed. He caught the Finns sleeping a little bit, was able to get in all alone. Took a good effort at it too, but it deflects off the crossbar, and then he takes the legs out from under Riku Jokela. The goalie a little shaken up. The trainer is out on the field to have a chat with him. And Loscott is headed to the penalty box for that play. The Czech bench up in arms in disbelief. They can't believe it. And again, discipline, composure, an issue because you were about to get a huge momentum boost from killing off that 5-minute major. Now you have to deal with 8 seconds of 5-on-3 and then another extended man advantage for Finland. 48 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Finland leads 11-7. Again, they'll have 8 seconds of 5-on-3 time here. And then the remaining minute 52, unless they score, of the most recent Czech penalty. Jokela. Monk back on to play, and Jokela finds the goal. Could have been worse for the Czechs because at least Monk did have time to get out of the box. That means both penalties are now wiped out. So we'll go back to 5-on-5, but 2 power play goals in the span of about 5 minutes from Finland give them a 12-7 advantage in the final minute of the third quarter. Check ball off the faceoff. Shot easily saved by Jokela, and again. And now we have some fisticuffs that might be breaking out, but another charge to the net by the Czech player. And the Finnish defender did not appreciate that at all. That is 2 collisions with the Finnish goalie by Czech players in the last 30 seconds of game time here. And it was the Finnish captain, Markus Matila, a transition player, who took exception to that one, and he was immediately on top of the Czech player, letting him know about it. And I'm a little bit surprised that right now there's only a Finnish player in the penalty box, given not only the collision with the goalie, but the extracurriculars after the play. We'll see what the referees decide and if they want to even things up here or not. And they are going to bring the Czech player, number 11, Jan Skokan, over to the box to serve a penalty for goalie interference. He disagrees with it, but not much you can say after that one. And actually, correction, it is Jakub Riha who will report to the penalty box. Not really much you can argue with on that one when you go crashing about as hard as you can into the legs of the goaltender. But Markus Matila also in the box, and we'll wait to see what they put up on the board. Would not surprise me at all if he's serving a 5-minute major, given his response to the situation. And after taking his second hit in just a matter of minutes, his second hard hit in just a matter of minutes, Rope Jokela appears to be okay. Rico Jokela appears to be all right. He's back up and ready to stay in net for Finland. Finland does lead 12-7. Only 30 seconds left here in this third quarter, and they have more to lose here should this game get out of control than the Czechs do. There's no disputing that, but at the same time, you certainly understand why Markus Matila was so upset at the situation, because the Czechs, seemingly on purpose, deciding to take a couple of runs at the Finnish goalie. So it is 5-on-5 after offsetting penalties. It's possible that both penalties might have been 5-minute majors. We'll wait to get confirmation on that. But under 10 seconds in the third quarter, extra attacker on for the Czech Republic, looking for that last second goal. They don't find it. And barring a miracle effort here from the Finns, we are going to go into the break with a 12-7 score. There is the buzzer, so an eventful, a passionate, and intense third quarter. Finland leads the Czech Republic 12-7. It's the 2019 World Indoor Lacrosse Championships. Welcome back to the Langley Event Center here in Langley, British Columbia. Fourth quarter on tap between Finland and the Czech Republic at the 2019 World Indoor Lacrosse Championship. My name is Jamie Dodd. No shortage of entertainment in this one. Some great goaltending, some great offense, and especially towards the end of that third quarter, some very intense physical play. The Czechs taking a couple of runs at the Finnish goalie, and then towards the end of that quarter, the Finnish captain Markus Mattila getting into it with the offending Czech player, and as a result, both are in the box for an extended period of time. Offsetting penalties, though, so still 5-on-5 as the Czech Republic tries to begin their comeback. They won't do it like that. It's a turnover after the infraction. Finland takes over. Jokela surveys the scene, looking for an open teammate. Eventually it goes to Weirin. Oh, and that's a pretty goal by Yuri Weirin. Jimmy Weirin weaving in and out of the defense until he gets into an advantageous position and snapping it through the legs of Peter Dubensky. Not the start the Czech Republic wanted, certainly not the start they needed. Yes, still 14 minutes remaining, but with the way this Finnish team has played defense so far in this game, a 6-goal deficit is an extremely steep task for the Czechs to overcome. Hard hit there, but Harala was able to maintain possession, eventually gives it to Letemäki. Now Jokela comes over to get his team set up. And Jokela drew another assist on that play. He is stuffing the stat sheet in a big way on this one. Kaiselmi's shot off the shoulder of Dubensky. Konechny waits for his teammates. Slick gives it to Kostel, now back to Slick. Fights his way inside, right off the crest of Jokela, though. Czechs still battling for possession. And another sharp save by Jokela. That time it was Wojtek Oleja who was in close after the scramble. Crompton takes a charge at net, tried to bounce it past Dubensky, but he stuck out the leg to deflect the shot away. And we're going to have a holding penalty here assessed against Finland. The Finnish player did the who me routine, and the referee confirms, yes, you. That is Tyler Crompton, who's headed to the box. So the opening the Czechs need perhaps here. Under 13 minutes to play. They trail by 6, but they get the chance with the man advantage to start their comeback effort here. Referees have a chat. Now they toss it up to Popea. Dashley. Popea. Kostel to Loskok. Popea's shot hits the mask of Jokela. Popea can't handle that pass. Miller is able to take possession for Finland. Knotek hounding Miller, trying to win his team the ball back. It's got to be careful not to take a penalty. taking some hard slashes at Miller, and Miller, yeah, he's just looking to milk some clock right now. Not just because of the power play, but really, I mean, in the game overall, Finland content to let that clock tick down as much as possible. And Jokela, yeah, a bit of a sloppy play there at the end by Jokela. He probably wanted to get it deeper than that, but as it is, his team is able to hustle back on defense and get set up on the penalty kill. Popea to Kostel, now to Lostock. And the Czech Republic whistled for killing the ball there. So another strong penalty kill so far from Finland. Under 30 seconds remaining in the penalty. And it is Finland's ball. They'll be able to kill off, all but 5 or 6 seconds of this one if they just let this shot clock run down. And we saw in their last trip to this end, they were more than content just to take the entire 30 seconds off the clock. And it certainly looks like Jokela has that in mind again. One last-ditch effort with about a couple seconds left. And his teammate Crompton will step back onto the field. So another missed opportunity for the Czech Republic, unable to convert on the power play. Jokela makes another save. Letomaki, lots of room in front of him, stretches it to Raitala. Raitala, the sniper, finds another one. Robert Raitala, he was down and out earlier in the third quarter. And that goal gets a big celebration from the marksman. And that might just be the goal that breaks the Czech Republic's back here. Finland doubling up the Czechs. They lead 14-7. Konechny goes behind his back. Now takes the return pass. His teammate bobbles that one, coughs it up. Konechny has to come back to scoop it up. It looked like he was headed to the bench. Now he does go to the bench. Loscott. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Loscott with it again. They got to let one go. Miss. The rebound came tantalizingly out in front of the net, but Olea not able to get a shot towards goal before time expired. Final 10 minutes of play. Finland enjoying a 14-7 advantage. And they're trying to book their spot in the 5th place game in this tournament against Israel. And should this score hold, the Czech Republic would go on to play the Netherlands with 7th place at stake. Czech Republic looking for an opening in this stingy Finnish defense. Popea quickly to Kostel, the big fella getting dragged down, still able to get his shot off. But it doesn't find its mark, and Finland takes over again. Referee blowing play dead. Not exactly clear what the issue is. I think it's because it went out of bounds. And the Finnish player's also a little bit confused here, but finally we do get it back into their end so we can restart play. Miller will take control. Kajala, hounded by Konechny, gives it back to Miller. Now to Jokela, his familiar spot on the right wing. Crompton thinks about a shot. Now gets it to Kajala. He's hit in the face by number 5, Gottwald. And it looks like it could be another penalty coming up here against the Czech Republic. Kajala just trying to really hold on to the ball and maybe get into the scoring area, and he got hammered in the face by Gottwald with the cross check. Gottwald saying it was embellishment, but that was a pretty direct hit. And he throws his stick in frustration as he knows the task for his team just got that much harder with another power play to kill off as the Finns go to work. Jokela to Weirin. Jokela now back to Weirin. They play catch on the perimeter. Fake pass deflected. Weirin scoops it back up. Raitala, a low shot. Well stopped there by Jakub Maresh, who has come on in goal in relief of Peter Dubensky. Tough to pin this one on Dubensky. I thought he's made some excellent saves through the course of this one, but in fairness, the Finns actually aren't out shooting the Czechs by all that much, only 39-37, and then you look at the goal differential, and it's tough to escape the conclusion that goaltending has played a role in this. So Jakub Maresh now between the pipes for the Czech Republic. Another whistle against the Czech Republic, and that is one they definitely could not afford to take, because it is going to be 1 minute and 12 seconds of 5-on-3 time now for Finland. And this power play is dangerous enough at 5-on-4. You give it to them 5-on-3, and it's really just a wing and a prayer for the defensive team. Conservative approach there, though, from Finland. They chose to have a defensive player on the field. That was DJ Sari, who just hung back at the halfway line, content to kind of play safety and make sure there are no transition opportunities. So really it's more like a 4-on-3 power play here for Finland, as they don't want to commit too much forward, as they do have the 14-7 lead. And oh my goodness, that was a golden opportunity for Jokela. He declined to take it. Raitala eventually will shoot. He scores. Another big celebration. The fans from Finland love it. And the writing now is on the wall for the Czech Republic. And again, because that goal was scored in the time frame of the first penalty, Finland will stay on the power play. 1 minute and 8 seconds remaining in the second penalty. A 15-7 Finland lead. Miller controls, feeds it back to Matila, who is out of the penalty box after that extended stay in the box following that altercation in the third quarter. Fiala. There it is, Robert Raitala. My goodness, what a game he's having. And, you know, it seemed like in the third quarter, the Czechs were trying to target him physically, maybe trying to knock him off his game a little bit, even going so far as, I mean, he was on the floor for a long time following that big cross-check in the third quarter. But if anything, it's re-energized him. He's had 3 goals already here in the fourth quarter, and he has put this game out of reach for his team. Robert Raitala with a sensational performance for Finland. Popea, his shot blocked by Jokela. Jokela has looked sharp all game long, 30 saves on 37 shots. Scramble for the ball. A whistle on the play, but it looks like possession will stay with the Czech Republic. Errant pass, Matila with a chance to track it down. He's going to have pretty much a free run at goal if he wants it. Instead, he holds up. And again, Heady play by the captain, and the strategy from the Finns is pretty clear at this point. Under 6 minutes to play. They're not in a rush to do anything on offense. They're going to look to take as much of that 30 seconds each time down as they can. Another infraction, though, committed by Finland. Gives the right ball right back to the Czech Republic, and as they hustle on to the field, looked like they might have had a transition opportunity before they settle into their offense. Another infraction, so play goes back the other way. And once again, Wattila this time is the player who slows things down for Finland, giving it to Kaiselmi, now to Jokela. Kaiselmi, back to Jokela. The screen comes in from number 1, Rikkonen, making a rare appearance in this game, late in the game. A good chance for the Finnish coaching staff to rest some legs. Looking forward to their game on Saturday. Dashley, long-range effort blocked by Havlati. Popea can't handle that pass. Pushed down by number 88, Akseli Rantanen. No penalty on the play, but the Czechs get the 30 seconds on the shot clock. Popea again to Dashley. Kostel spins around a defender. Now he's met by Rantanen. Long-range effort, and it's a goal from just inside the zone. Number 42, Thomas Kanutek, converts the opportunity. Roope Jokela has been excellent today. I'm sure he would like to have that one back. 16-8 is the score, 4:25 to go. Miller weaving through 3 Czech defenders. Gives it to Kaiselmi. Kaiselmi fakes the pass, then spins away from his Czech. Pushed to the floor. Strong defensive play. Then he starts to hack away. Mattila again playing that enforcer role. He comes in hard. And we're going to have the penalty called against number 27, Jakub Vimala. So it looked like what happened there is Vimala was able to push the Finnish player to the ground legally. Mattila came in as reinforcement with the hard hit on Vimala, and then in frustration, Vimala lashes out at Mattila. So Mattila draws the penalty. In addition to standing up for his teammate, he's able to draw the penalty and put his team back on the power play. Jokela to Weirin. Now to Jokela again. Kajala couldn't connect with Weirin, but Weirin is able to recover in the corner. Wild pass attempt to Kajala. And again, the Finnish players had already kind of evacuated the zone there. Knowing that they had to defend against the transition attack of the Czech Republic with only 3.5 minutes to go here, 3:22 in fact. No pressure on the Finns whatsoever to score. They just want to put this one to bed and move on to the 5th place game and move on to Israel. Jokela, his pass too high for Wattila to handle. Wattila will chase it after it though. Konechny scoops up for the Czechs. Final 3 minutes of the 4th quarter. Dashley will try to look for a shorthanded opportunity to keep his team's hopes alive, but they are rapidly dwindling. Latamäki for the Finns has lost his stick, but he stayed in the play. Ends up tumbling over Kostel. No lack of fight in either of these teams for this game. but in that instance, cooler heads prevail. 35 seconds remaining in the Finnish penalty. And Finland's actually going to take a timeout here, which is a little bit surprising, but sometimes in these situations, the coaches just want to make sure, hey, we're going to keep our head. We're going to play disciplined. We're not going to risk anything in these final minutes of play. Certainly barring a disaster or a miracle, depending on your perspective, it does look like Finland will advance to play Israel on Saturday with 5th place at stake. And the Finnish coaching staff just using this last opportunity to go through some final instructions for the team and make sure they close this game out exactly in the right way. And interestingly, the Czech coaching staff not even really engaging with their team during that timeout, and surely they see the writing on the wall as well, but still, if you're the Czechs, you will go on to play the Netherlands. You can still finish 7th in this tournament, which is a pretty remarkable accomplishment. And they will try to muster any momentum they can for that game in the closing stages of this game. Vitanen, he'll take that shot. That's an exclamation point. He jumps into the glass behind the goal. Jani Vitanen scores on the breakaway for Finland. 17-8, the Finns lead. The penalty is over. Vimala returns to the bench. Finland running away with this game in the 4th quarter. Check ball off the faceoff. Popea. An aggressive pass and a fantastic pass leads to a fantastic goal. Popea, even to see Pavel Doshli streaking towards the net there was impressive, let alone to put a inch-perfect pass onto his stick that Doshli is then able to convert into a goal. That's the goal of the game for the Czechs, no doubt about that one. The long-range pass from Popea setting up Doshli, and that's exactly what the Czechs will try to do in these final 2 minutes, is just look for any positives that they can draw on in their final game of the tournament. That is not one of those positives. Again, it is Jakub Vimala getting just a little too aggressive, trying to dump the Finnish player into his own team's bench, and he's going to spend a good chunk of the remaining 2 minutes and 7 seconds of this game in the penalty box for just, again, getting too aggressive with the Finnish player. Jokela. Kujala. To Rattala. Again, a patient approach here in the final minutes by Finland. Weirin. And time runs out on them before they can direct a shot on target. Czech Republic takes over. Late penalty comes in against number 33 Kaisalmi for Finland, so we'll play a little 4-on-4 here for a minute and 28 seconds. And after that, there will only be 7 seconds remaining in this game, so most of the rest of this game will be played at 4-on-4. No mystery to this result, though. It will be Finland advancing. And again, they will play Israel on Saturday here at the LEC with 5th place in the World Indoor Lacrosse Championships on the line. Popea, backdoor pass. His teammate takes it back out. Kostel scoops it up along the boards. Still fighting for it. He's met by Plavati. That draws another whistle from the referee. As the Czechs take over. Stopped by Jokela. Kostel. And the Finns covered the ball there, so again, the Czechs take control. Prahaka. Behind the net. A great stop by Riku Jokela. Final minute of play. 40 seconds remaining. Finland looking to ice this win. An impressive victory, especially on the defensive end. And no shortage of offensive talent on this Finnish team, and especially on the power play, they've really made it count. But at the defensive end, the Czechs have struggled to find any rhythm whatsoever in this game. And with that, the shot clock is turned off. One last opportunity for the Czechs to muster a goal. They'll bring their goalie to the bench for the extra attacker, and you can hear the sticks banging on the boards by the Finns. They're fired up. They know they're going to win. The long-range effort at the empty goal is no good. The final buzzer sounds. Finland streams off the bench. They win 17-9 in a very spirited contest. It is Finland defeating the Czech Republic, and the Finns go on to play Israel on Saturday here at the Langley Events Center with a chance to finish in 5th place. Robert Raitala and Rope Jokela, the standouts on offense for Finland. Raitala especially impressive, coming back from that heavy cross-check to the head he took. Had to spend some time out of the game, but then returned and really helped put this one to bed. Riku Jokela also had a very strong game in goal for Finland. 35 saves on 44 shots. For the Czech Republic, a valiant effort from Peter Popea, probably their best offensive player, along with the likes of Pavel Doshly and Yuri Loskot. But, as I mentioned, just not enough rhythm, not enough consistent offensive success to match the Finns in this game, and the Czech Republic advances to face the Netherlands on Saturday. Final score, Finland 17, Czech Republic 9. It's the World Indoor Lacrosse Championships live at the Langley Event Center.